Hey guys, welcome back to our YouTube series. Naim here. I'm joined here together with
Nadzri here.
Alright, so as you know, we are from the Recover team here at TSquared Lab. So in today's episode, we will be talking a bit more about the introductory to stretching.
Yes.
So Nadzri, what is stretching?
So stretching is basically to elongate your muscles, especially. You can do like a static stretching. Later on, Naim will actually explain a little more further. Stretching itself will actually help you to improve your flexibility, improve your range of motion, improve onto your blood circulation. There's so many things, good things, the benefits of it. Okay, so do take note that stretching, there's so many stretching. There's like passive stretching, there's ballistic stretching, there's PNF stretching, there's assisted stretching. So what we do over here?
Okay, so basically over here we do a bit of assisted stretching, PNF stretching, and sometimes also we will implement dynamic and static stretching when we are teaching our clients the after home care. So as Naz mentioned, right, stretching is not just a small part of your life, but it has to be something big in your life, especially if you're very active or you're very dormant. If you are very active, you gym a lot, you run a lot, you have lots of physical activity that you do. Just remember, stretch before you do your activity and immediately after. This is when your warm up and cool down stretch actually kicks in. If you are those who are working at home, too much office work, you're working from home nowadays or you're just working in the office, you have to stretch out your muscle because it's being very cold. You have been sitting down in that specific position for a very long time. So just spend a bit of 2 to 3 minutes, stretch it out.
So over here, we also include an FMST. Okay, so it's a facilitated mobilization stretch technique, which is very, very special in TSquared Lab. So this method is being applied to our clients who actually needs a recover or a rehab. So if you were to come by over here, we're going to walk you through the FMST in a way that you will understand your body better.
So now I'm just going to explain a bit what is dynamic stretching and what is static stretching. Okay, so dynamic stretching from the name itself. Okay, dynamic stretching is when a stretch is included with that active movement. So Nas, can I just get you to help me do a lunge? Okay, so he's not going to do a lunge movement. Okay, if you can see. Okay, so this is a lunge. But then, yes, and you see he's moving, right? He's moving. Okay, and now, see, a twist. A twist is being instilled into the stretch. This is what dynamic stretching is. Dynamic stretching is basically when a stretch is being performed hand in hand with an active movement. Why? This is to enhance the process of the stretching, to elongate your muscle properly, and also to improve your blood circulation. Number 2, static stretching. Okay, so we're going to do a very simple static stretching. Nas, can you please just show our viewers here what is the type of static stretching that we do?
Okay, normally if static stretching over here, you might want to take note is, you're not moving, just stationed here. It's just stationary. That's why it's called static. So this is actually being executed right after your activities, right after your exercise, your workouts. Yeah.
Exactly. So there, you have 2 simple stretches that we do, the 2 simple stretches that we actually teach our clients or we emphasize to our clients. Dynamic stretching, static stretching. So when do you think it's important, or when do you think our viewers should implement dynamic and static stretching?
Okay, so when people are doing the dynamic stretching, is actually before your exercise, before you work out. This is to actually warm your body up so that it's even more easier for you to execute your exercises properly. Okay, so when you want to do a static stretching is right after your activity, when you are like done for good. Okay, that's it. You want to end your day, yes, you want to do a static stretching. So whenever you want to do your static stretching, please do at your own pace. Do not rush because you just want to end your day with. Okay, so dynamic versus static, which is good, both are good, but do take note that how are you going to apply in your areas of life, before or after. Yeah.
Alright, there you have it. We have shared you a small short video about stretching, but do stay tuned. We will be going in depth into what really dynamic stretching is in depth. Static stretching is in depth in our coming videos. So stay tuned and don't forget, subscribe and like, and hope to see you soon. Thank you guys.
See you guys.
Alright guys, so in the previous video we were talking about dynamic and static stretches, right? So today in this very video itself, we will be talking about dynamic stretching. So Nadzri and myself will be sharing 3 dynamic stretching for you guys. So Nadzri,
So the dynamic stretches you can do is you can do more of the movements that is before your workout. So it's the warm-ups. Okay, so specifically that we want to manage on is maybe today we want to look at the lower extremities. So the first one we're going to do a lunge with a twist. Okay guys, remember that you guys have to place your hands onto the hips whenever you are doing the lunge. Okay, so first thing first, you need to take note of the space, of course. You do not want to get too squeezy. Okay, so we're going to perform the lunge on the right leg. So we're going to do a lunge first. Okay. Okay, so Naim is doing a lunge on the left leg. Okay, then go back up. So this is the first step. So again, one more time, lunge on the left leg and slowly twist to your left. Okay, then go back to the original position and come back. Okay, so for the lower body itself, for the dynamic stretch, it actually helps onto the lumbar, which is your lower back here as well. So if you remember just now when we are doing the twisting of the motion, okay, this actually helps to activate the lower body over here, plus with a lunge. So a lunge plus a twist actually really helps onto the lower body dynamic stretch.
Alright, so the next one will be focusing on your upper body. So this one Nadzri will be showing to us what a hand rotation kind of dynamic stretch works. So Naz, can you just get in position for me? Okay, so first of all, what is rotation movement that we're talking about? So your hands will be pushed up this way and beat clockwise or counterclockwise. Movements have to be in a slow, small rotation because we want to focus on activating or lubricating your muscles before your workout. So as you can see, Naz, can you please help us do a few rotations? As you can see, as you're doing the rotation, you must understand that you have to stretch up the pecs as well. Not just doing a normal rotation, but stretching must be emphasized as well. That is why it's called a dynamic stretch. Alright, thank you. Yeah, as you can see from this angle, stretch. So this area, you have to stretch. Okay, it works not only on your pecs, but also for your delts area. We want to lubricate, we want to activate those muscles just before you start your workouts. So if you're wondering what kind of stretch or what does this stretch benefit you in, especially those people who are very active in doing upper body, strengthening, you do your strength and condition, you're doing your push-ups, your bench press, you're using lots of your arm. This is one of the best dynamic stretch you should be doing before and after your sessions. Why? It helps a lot in relieving that tension that it's been building up. Also, it reduces your chances of getting injuries. Okay, so why you should be doing this to prevent or a preventive measure to your injuries prior your workout is because when we are using lots of our upper body, especially our arms, this is a very delicate part of our body. So if you do not stretch them well, you keep them tight, these exercises where you use lots of high weighted movements, right, with high weights, it might lead to dislocation. You can get your tendons tore. So these are the things that we wouldn't want it to happen. We want it to be as safe as possible every time you're doing your sessions.
Okay, so as you guys can see, me, myself and also Naim, we already shared with you guys the upper body and also the lower body dynamic stretches you can perform safely at home and anywhere else before your exercises. So please take note, these are the two important dynamic stretches you might want to perform.
Alright guys, so on this particular video itself, we will be focusing on static stretching. As you can see from our previous video, we already talked about dynamic stretching. So this is static stretching. What is static stretching? Static stretching is basically stretches that is used in a single movement. So I'll be sharing two stretches for you, one for the lower body and the other one for the upper body. And for this, we will be using the support of your common wall. So you can do this anywhere. So for the first one we'll be doing is for the lower body. I will call this the figure 4 stretch. Why? So Nadzri, you can be kind for me to just... So lean on the wall. As you are leaning on the wall, please ensure that your back, alright, the spine is at the neutral state. Do not overarch or do not hyperextend your spine. Make sure it's in a neutral stage. Be it you want to start with your right or left leg, bring one of the leg up into a number 4, as you can see. A number 4 kind of shape or stance we call it, and one of your hand, right hand will be on the knee. So this will be acting as a motion. You will be just slightly pushing as you bend down, and your other hand is just to support the ankle so that your leg does not slide up or down. So at this movement, all you have to do is spine and neutral state. Do not arch at a straight movement. So it has to be this motion, as you can see. Do not bend your spine to a very awkward position, and as you can see, the spine is still neutral. Bring and push your body, and this is to target your glutes maximus. Especially for those of our viewers who, you guys are doing lots of running, lots of legs days, you know, those who are doing legs day, running, you're using more of your lower body. It helps very much in targeting this area, and this is also something you can do in your everyday life, especially those who are working in offices as well. So this is a multi-purpose kind of stretch. Alright, so for the second one, it will be for your pec or your chest. Same thing, get a wall, so your hand should be in a, so yes, not a 90 degrees but a slightly up or 45 degrees angle. So with this, you can either use a wall, or if you can use any flat surface that you can lean on that does not keep your spine in an unneutral position. Same thing, body in a neutral position. Legs, you have to cross over. Okay, as you cross over, follow right hand on the wall, right over left. Once you are done that, slightly tilt or push your body, your upper body in front and tilt. So this is the area that you are targeting, your pecs. Remember, all the stretches for static has to be whole, at least 10 to 20 seconds for your stretch to be effective. No lesser, you can be more, but not more than 30 seconds. The best one, 10 to 20 seconds. Repeat this for both right and left, and it will benefit you a lot. Same thing as when you're doing your workouts. If you're doing lots of upper body workout, you know, you're doing your chest days or you're doing pull day, just remember, always stretch out your upper body. Same for those who are working at home, you know, you're gonna have a long day work from home or in the office. Stretch out your upper body, stretch out your lower body to have a more pleasant day.
Okay guys, do take note that static stretching is usually for cooling down. So just now we have already covered on the dynamic stretching and also static stretching. So recap again, static stretching is more to cool down, dynamic stretching is warm up. Okay, thank you so much for watching our series. Stay tuned for more and hope you guys enjoy. Thank you so much.